Howdy. Special treat today. We have 1956 King 2B. I have a sibling of this horn, my favorite 2B in the world, that now sits in a case because I have played it into the ground. This horn is almost exactly like that horn, with very few little differences. The engraving and everything. These 2Bs, late 40s to say mid to late 50s, particularly that kind of like 52 to 57 kind of era, very high demand. A lot of players really prefer these. I don't know if it's a difference in materials that may have been used in construction. The only thing I've ever noticed that was different about mine was the hand brace was a little bit different than it was on a lot of the other 2Bs that I've owned, and I've owned a few. They're great. They have a certain kind of point to the sound that I don't notice in other eras. Every era of 2B seems to play a little bit different. I know a lot of people think that's hocus pocus, and that's fine. If you don't play 2Bs, you probably wouldn't notice anyway, but those of us who play these horns a lot can kind of tell, like even in blindfold tests, which ones are different. Very snappy horn. A lot of front end to the articulation, a lot of beef in the middle register. Great horn. The thing that I notice about these compared to a lot of other Kings that I play is they're very articulate. And it could just have something to do with the placement of the brace or some weird kind of juju that's in there, but you can kind of hear yourself just slightly a little better. It's a tiny little thing, you may not even notice it, but you go from the practice room to playing on the gig in a really loud environment, you can kind of hear the front end of your tacks just a little bit better in this horn. As far as the sound coming out of the bell, I don't think it's going to necessarily sound any different than any other 2B, but in terms of what you're hearing on your end of the bell when you play this horn, you're going to notice that you hear the front ends of your attacks just a little bit better. I like these because when I'm playing with really loud bands, I can hear myself a little bit better. Makes it a little bit easier for me to play in tune. Great horn. I love this. And the slide on this, after putting a little bit of lube on it and working through it, this is pretty close to a 9. I really like the slide on this horn. This is in terms of the bunch that we've tried today, this is probably the one that I would choose to take out on the gig right now. I mean, I'd choose any of them to take on the gig, but in terms of like my favorite one for playing on the gig, it'd probably be this one right here. This is a gunslinger's horn. You'll dig it.